like what we're talking about when we talk about click-through rate and CTR and why that matters?
When you talk about click-through rate, it supersedes Amazon. Click-through rate is advertising, omni-channel, and click-through rate is even YouTube thumbnails, right? So I always go back to, I look at pros and leaders in the space, and I'm like, what are they focusing on? So I really doubled down on CTR probably 2 years ago, right? After having so much experience in the space, after watching a video with Mr. Beast and him saying CTR is the number one thing that he focuses on for getting views on and clicks on YouTube. So for me, I'm like, if that's what he's focused on, why shouldn't everyone else be, right? So with CTR, it's a click-through rate. So on Amazon, they give it to you, anything that Amazon charges you for, they're very transparent about letting you see that, right? So click-through rate is when you run an ad, how many people are clicking on it, right? It's the ICAP. So it's impressions, clicks, add to carts, purchases. That's the funnel over there of Amazon shopping. Where they don't give you the good stuff is the organic click-through rate. That's when you're going into like your search query performance report, your brand analytics, and you're having, sometimes if you go in that funnel and you're looking at that, you're looking at search terms and you're like, oh my God, I have a 65% click-through rate. I'm crushing it. It's on that specific keyword in that specific kind of search. So like I said, anytime Amazon charges you for something, you could very easily see your click-through rate in your ads console, your ad manager on Amazon, and see. And the thing is, with the click-through rate, a lot of folks are really focused on CVR, conversion rate. Again, super important, but you have to, one foot before the next, in front of the next, or whatever the phrase is. So understanding that, if people are not seeing you, they're not clicking on you. If they're not clicking on you, they're not adding it to the cart from conversion, and they're not purchasing. So what is the easiest way to get more sales on Amazon? It's increase your CTR. Because if your conversion rate stays the same, right? If your conversion rate doesn't decrease, doesn't increase, if it literally stays the same and you're getting more clicks and more traffic, you make more money. It's just that simple, right? So when you take a look at the Amazon SERP, which is a search engine result page, a lot of folks are in kind of like vacuum or really, really, really micro level, like looking just at their image. And they're like, oh, this is great. Cool. Does it look great when you shrink it down where it's fitting on the SERP, right? Does it still look great? Okay, it does. Does it still look great being next to 20 other competitors that have the exact same thing that you have? No, it doesn't. Okay, what can we change? Can we change the color? Color psychology is a real thing. Folks don't realize that. There's a reason why McDonald's trademarked red and yellow, because red and yellow are associated with delicious food psychologically. You'll never see McDonald's or a food, fast food chain come out with like blue. Like try and think, right? You've never seen fast food blue. Maybe sometimes Dairy Queen will have blue, but that's ice cream. That's cold, that's cool, that's associated with that color. So if you're doing something like vitamin C gummies, right? Across the board, everyone's going to be orange. So what's another color that people associate with vitamin C that helps you stand out from the SERP? So you look at melatonin gummies. What's the color you immediately think of?
Red.
Red? Purple. Purple because sleep. Calming, sleeping. So melatonin, that SERP looks like a sea of purple. Okay. So what's another color that you can use that's associated with sleep and calm, relaxing? Probably like a lilac, probably like something like that to stand out. And a lot of folks are in the mindset of Amazon's terms of service. Amazon says that I can only do this. Cool story, bro, is what I tell them. Because in Amazon's terms of service, it says nothing about images, literally nothing. That's inside of image guidelines. And then people kind of have the argument of like, well, image guidelines are also a part of terms of service. Not really. Because if you take a look at the landscape and you see exactly, even Amazon themselves, what they do with their main hero images, they don't do exactly what they say. Because Amazon will sell Amazon Basics food storage bags or Ziplocs, right? Technically, you're supposed to just show an image of a Ziploc bag and that's it.
White background.
White background. You would never know what that is.
Yeah.
But Amazon shows the box behind it. Amazon sometimes does post edits on the box. So people need to not fear playing with their main hero image and getting the CTR, because I take a look at it as risk reward. What is the worst thing that can happen if you put an image up that's not okay? You get an image suppression. You fix that in 2 minutes. You
Yeah.
put your old image back. End of story.
Yeah.
So you're risking potential tens of thousands of hundreds of millions of sales, potentially,
Yeah.
because you're afraid of an image suppression that can be fixed in 2 minutes.
I think that's a really, really good point there.